Howdy everyone, here we are with the third to last episode of Silver Valley Zoo, and we are with the sea lion habitat for California sea lion. This is one I've been looking forward to building for a long time, and it's taken a bit longer to do, but now we're here. Here's a panda statue. Of course, panda's not in this area, but the sign here is supposed to explain that this whole area used to be the original Asian area and connected up with the tiger and elephant habitats in their old form. And later on, we'll explain more what things in the zoo used to be what, to better explain how it came to be, how it is in the present. And there's just a nice planting. And this fountain here with the penguin. This is an animal that we will get to soon. In fact, it will be the last animal. And then here we have just this shaded area over the seats. And then we have this sign. It's the same font I've been using for other signs because it just fits. I feel like if I get all the letters, I might post that on the Frontier Workshop. Here is the seating for when you have some kind of educational talk. Like you can see into there. From here, they'd be just talking to them, some keeper or something. I don't know, like maybe they get them to interact with the sea lion through the glass. I don't know, because there is a little ditch between the glass and here, so the sea lion somehow falls out. They don't do that. It's a bit laggy as the zoo is starting to chug a little bit, but since it's very close to being finished, I don't think it will get that much worse. Then here we have these two peek-through windows. You can see a little bit. If you see, you can see one of them swimming around right there. And just it's split up so you can kind of hide the view of the ones that they are more hidden. Then you can see through here we just got some planting and stuff. This is just the underwater view from under this little dock-looking thing. Actually, the sea lions go above us to get to the other pool. It's like kind of like an underwater tunnel, but not really. Then on the other side is just another pool. I feel like that having two pools could be used to separate them if necessary. I don't know if that would need to happen. There's one of them swimming by. And if we go up here, we can go back up onto this little boardwalk. There's just planting over here to kind of hide the building that's peeking above the rockwork. And here, one of them swimming just up on the surface here. One of those shallow little areas. And here's, I think, a male sleeping. Just like what we've been doing recently, you can come up with any names for these animals if you'd like to. There's 3 females and 2 males. So if anyone wants names for those guys, you could put them in the comments. And there's just, you can see from above, like, see if you can spot them swimming towards the top of the water. Then out here, it's a pretty nice view. You can see it's about to get in the water. We have this like rusty building that I actually got the idea for. I mean, it's not the same shape, but mainly just the windows and the walls. Got the idea from a building at Disneyland, really. It's like California Adventure. There was this Pacific Wharf area that's since been changed a bit, but it had a building that was kind of like that, but skinnier. I thought it looked fitting for this kind of thing. And then if we zoom out, we have, I think, a nice view. Same sign with the backs of the bark pieces from the tropical pack and that same font, as well as and now, if you've been waiting for it here, we're about to go underwater. But first, let's look at this big building. I feel like it would mainly cover the water filtration for the habitat and the surrounding ones. So it'd be pretty big with these water tanks and stuff. And then there's also this doorway. It's kind of black to be implied. This is a clever way I managed to get well, at least I think it's a clever way to get the the keepers into the habitat, even though the door is actually at the entrance of this. I'm not going to show you what it looks like inside. It's just implied, and it looks really messy inside, but get the idea that they can probably go around here. This 2-story building with the green roof, and just along the road that connects to the moose habitat. And then the jetty platform with all the underwater temple plants stacked to look like a kind of kelp or something. Just looks like this with the rocks. I think it's pretty simple, but it works because it's underwater. Yeah, there's just... that's pretty much everything here. Just all this planting, and if you look out, there's 2 more episodes before a final tour of this whole zoo. Here's going to be the big penguin house, where right here will be African penguins, and on the sides will be the entrances into the probably pretty like lighthouse type thing that would have a view into a pretty wide panoramic kind of habitat for king penguin. And then here would be some kind of cage for, I'm not sure if it'd be a cage or not, but for lynx. And then over here would be some kind of shop, probably a shop over a restaurant because we already have multiple of those. And then, yeah, that's just where some Eurasian lynx will go, because they are found on some rocky coastlines of Norway. And I wanted to do something different from the cougar because that will be in a future zoo. Also, there's going to be a bathroom to the side there in the corner, and I'll see you.